In the dark universe of contract killings, Mike Fallon thrives as a professional assassin, a master at disguising his crimes as unfortunate events. One fateful night, a slightly intoxicated man arrived home, completely unaware that he was the intended victim. Mike was waiting for him in the dark. As the man fumbled for the light switch, his attention was drawn to a shiny clock. The man took a chair to check the watch, and taking the opportunity, Mike quickly strangled him with a piece of string he had prepared, cleverly simulating a suicide scene. Meanwhile, Mike ventured into a nightclub, bribing his way past the guards to be let in. A trivial dispute escalated, and although Mike easily dispatched his initial opponent, he found himself outnumbered when the man's friends joined the battle. Undeterred, Mike welcomed the challenge, orchestrating a chaotic brawl that culminated in his victory. Afterwards, he headed to the Oasis, a secretive hangout for mercenaries such as himself. Here, he mixed with other celebrities, including the ruthless axe murderer Carnage Cliff, the poison expert Pete, the taekwondo and chemical experts Mick and Mac, the katana assassin Jane, and the weapons designer Finicky Fred. Oasis was overseen by Big Ray, a retired hitman, and Milton, the go-between who connected clients with skilled killers. Milton took a 15% cut of the assassin's earnings as a commission. After receiving the payment, Mike was tasked with eliminating a man named Archie Rudd. The client wanted a murder disguised as an accident, a challenge that played to Mike's expertise. Steadfast, Mike positioned himself on a roof, carefully calculating the shot. As the target's car approached, Mike fired a specialized projectile, puncturing the car's tires and causing a fatal crash. To the world, it was just another unfortunate accident. Returning to his residence, Mike faced the pent-up tension that often followed his deadly assignments. An unexpected wave of nostalgia washed over him, memories of the precious moments he had once shared with Beth Carpenter, his ex-girlfriend who had dumped him for a new relationship with Charlie Adams. As he struggles with these emotions, Milton's call interrupts his reverie, summoning him to a deserted alley at 9 in the evening for a payment collection. When Mike arrived at the designated location, Milton was conspicuously absent, replaced instead by an amateur assassin raining bullets on him. Mike's reflexes came in handy, and as the attacker ran out of ammunition and prepared to retreat, he took the opportunity to subdue and eliminate his opponent. Shortly thereafter, a message from Charlie brought disheartening news of Beth's demise. The following day, Mike attended her funeral, though he remained in the shadows, his grief concealed from the mourners. After the crowd dispersed, he paid a solitary visit to her grave, offering a bouquet of flowers in silent tribute. It was there that Charlie approached him and disclosed the grim details of Beth's murder, including the revelation that she had been carrying Mike's child. Returning home, Mike watched a news report suggesting that the prime suspect in Beth's murder had perished from an alleged drug overdose. Skepticism gnawed at him, for Beth had been a dedicated environmental activist, known for exposing corporate environmental violations. Determined to uncover the truth, he purloined a police report and ventured to the crime scene. Sorting through the evidence, he discerned an anomaly in the type and dosage of sedative found in Beth's system, a sedative typically administered to individuals plagued by extreme flying phobias, an affliction Beth had never suffered from. This revelation led Mike to a chilling deduction. Beth's murder had been carried out by seasoned professionals, not mere junkies. Mike's suspicions honed in on Mick and Mac, masters of disguising their killings as random street crimes. Confronting them at their taekwondo practice, he accused them of Beth's murder. Initially, they vehemently denied their involvement, but Mike's revelation that Beth was pregnant and wouldn't have willingly ingested such a sedative eventually prompted their confession. They remained oblivious to the identity of the shadowy client who had ordered the hit, emphasizing that it was just business. Despite knowing their actions were driven by profit, Mike couldn't resist delivering a well-deserved thrashing to his former comrades. Under duress, Mick and Mac hinted that Milton might possess information about the client's identity. Returning to Oasis, Mike encountered Big Ray, who admonished him to maintain emotional detachment from his work. The feud between them flared, with Mike's thirst for revenge burning hotter. A tense standoff ensued, concluding with Ray pointing a firearm at Mike, ordering him to leave. As he departed, Mike remained resolute in his determination to avenge the woman he still loved deeply, reflecting on his past when he first crossed paths with Big Ray. At the tender age of 15, Mike found himself trapped in a relentless cycle of bullying at the hands of thugs. One day he witnessed a mysterious figure, later revealed to be Big Ray, leaving a house that promptly exploded. Intrigued and perhaps a bit reckless, Mike meticulously documented Ray's subsequent killings, embarking on a weeks-long surveillance mission. Armed with this damning evidence, he confronted Ray, intending to blackmail him into becoming his mentor in the art of assassination. Initially, Ray contemplated eliminating the young intruder, but he was swayed by Mike's unwavering determination and sharp intellect. Under Ray's tutelage, Mike embarked on his first murder mission, targeting the leader of the bullies who had tormented him. Employing Ray's guidance, Mike cleverly devised a trap, leading the thug to his demise from a deadly fall. Ray, while mentoring Mike, imposed 3 cardinal rules upon him: never succumb to anger, suppress emotions, and avoid capture. Yet in the present day, 2 of these rules had been disregarded by Mike. When Mike disclosed to his girlfriend Charlie the sinister plot behind Beth's murder, they were interrupted by Cliff, a fellow assassin, who attempted to attack Charlie. Forced into a brutal altercation, Mike accidentally killed Cliff, realizing that Charlie was also on the hit list. Desperate for answers, Mike implored Charlie to divulge Beth's recent activities, uncovering her confrontation with Panko Petroleum, a corrupt oil corporation striving to exploit the North Sea, a cause Beth passionately opposed. Determined to unravel the intricate web of conspiracy, Mike found himself compelled to employ drastic measures. Resorting to the extreme tactic of extracting information from Milton through interrogation, Mike uncovered a shocking revelation. Leonard Kent, a figure of authority, had orchestrated the assassination of Beth. Armed with this damning truth, Mike sought the assistance of Charlie to expose the full extent of the conspiracy. In a high-stakes confrontation with Kent, Mike skillfully coerced a confession from the orchestrator, only to be blindsided by the unexpected arrival of Mick and Mac. Amidst the ensuing chaos, Kent met his demise. Subsequently, in a strategic clash, Mike outwitted his adversaries, dispatching Pete and incapacitating Fred. Driven by a potent desire for justice, he then faced off against Kent's superior, Atal Zim, engaging in a fierce battle against the formidable Jane the Ripper and emerging triumphant. Equipped with Jane's katana, Mike confronted Zim, who in a desperate bid for mercy, offered a substantial sum in exchange for his life. Unyielding in the face of temptation, Mike decisively severed Zim's head, delivering retribution for Beth's untimely death. Returning to Oasis, Mike confronted Big Ray, laying bare Milton's betrayal. Ray, torn between loyalty and anger, launched an attack on Milton, culminating in the latter's demise. In a tense standoff, Ray contemplated taking Mike's life but ultimately relented, allowing Mike to escape. As he departed Oasis, Mike embraced his newfound identity, solemnly vowing to safeguard the city as a vigilant force, his heart brimming with determination. The weight of his past experiences etched into his resolve, Mike emerged from the tumultuous journey as a symbol of justice and retribution in the city he now pledged to protect.